Hi, I'm Chef Tom Barton from Northeastern Dining. Today we're going to be making a sweet potato waffle with an apple slaw and a little bit of spicy maple syrup to go on top. So we're going to julienne, in this case we're going to julienne some apples for our waffle recipes. So julienne really means thin matchstick cuts, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to first cut our apples into maybe a few circles. And you could stack them up if you want, or if you feel comfortable just doing a little more. We're going to make some long cuts. Right, so we've got thin, sort of nice thin. We're not really cooking this at all, so we want it to be nice and thin. So now we're going to make our batter for our sweet potato waffles. So we're going to take our flour. So we're going to first mix our dry ingredients. Okay, so we've got flour, we've got some baking powder, and we've got some salt. And we're going to give that a good whisk around just to kind of incorporate make sure the baking powder gets very well incorporated. Then we're going to take our wet ingredients. So we are going to take our sweet potato. We are going to take our milk. And we're going to crack a couple of eggs. We definitely just want to mix that. So it's good. We're going to break up our yolks. And sweet potatoes incorporated. Now, however you want to get your sweet potatoes, recipe calls for roasting. You can just rub them with a little bit of salt and pepper, oil, into your oven, 350, 375 oven, or kind of a fun fact, I would say you can microwave just as well. Maybe stab them with a fork a little bit or something, or just to give them a couple little slits, if you will, to let the air escape as they cook in the microwave. Now when that's all set, we're going to just finish with our maple syrup. And now we're going to fold. We can do this in a couple of batches, but we're going to fold our wet into our dry. Just using a rubber spatula or a wooden spoon, just kind of fold and get underneath and kind of turn it over. Similar if you've ever made a mousse or anything, a souffle or anything like that, you're kind of just folding it. So now we are going to let the batter rest a little bit, and we do that just to give the flour and the dry ingredients a little bit of chance to hydrate. So we'll let that rest for 15 or 20 minutes. And if you find after those 15 or 20 minutes that your batter is maybe a little too thick, you can always take a little liquid dairy, milk, cream, whatever it might be, just a little bit to your desired consistency. And now we're going to make the topping for the waffle. We're going to make a little bit of a Granny Smith apple slaw. So to do that, we're going to take a little bit of our lime juice. We're going to add our julienne Granny Smith apples that we did. A little bit of the zest from the lime, just to give it a little color and a little crunch. We're going to add some poppy seeds. We also have some Greek yogurt, chopped cilantro, and you don't have to add it, but just to give it a little bit of flavor, a little bit of spice, some cayenne pepper. We're just going to kind of toss that all together. The acid in the that we added from the limes will certainly add flavor, but it also will help coat the apples and help them from turning brown. This waffle is going to be served with just a little bit of a spicy maple syrup. So in order to do that, we're going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper to our maple syrup. So I'm doing that here. You can add more or less depending on your taste. Just going to stir that around, and you could leave it as like that, but who doesn't love warm maple syrup? So I'm going to hit it in the microwave for maybe 10 seconds or so. So we're going to give the waffle maker just a little spritz hand spray. We don't need to load up on it. It's Teflon coated, so just a little bit. Then we are going to take our batter that we made. Spread it around, make sure we get some good coverage. And now we wait. So our indicator light has come on and it's ready. We hoped and prayed that, so we open it up. comes right out. Usually it doesn't happen with the first waffle. Usually you have to waste one. We're gonna put that aside. And we're gonna go for another one, because just one isn't enough, right? So we've got a couple waffles now, and we're just gonna really put the whole thing together. So we're gonna take our slaw that we made, we're gonna put a little pile of it. You can put as much or as little as you like. Just a little bit of a different topping. You wouldn't necessarily think of these things going on top of a waffle, right? Then I'm gonna take a little bit of the granola for some extra crunch. And a little bit of our spicy maple syrup. All around. There you go. Enjoy.